Hi guys, welcome back to I'm Gizmo Geek. Today I'll be sharing you my in-depth review of the Blaupunkt Key Largo 970. I've been using this car stereo for the last 2 years and this is a fully Android car stereo. So to know about the features of the Blaupunkt Key Largo 970, how to activate Android Auto on this and how to use the phone link or the tips and tricks of this car stereo, I've shared multiple videos, so do check those videos first before checking this video if at all you want to know what is it capable of. In this video I'll be sharing all the pros and cons of this display. This is going to be a very honest review about my experiences with this car stereo. In this 2 years I have used this for long journeys. I've used this for a regular commute to my office and everything. So my major usage has always been navigation, music and some multimedia usage and callings. So based on this I'll be sharing all the pros and cons of this device. So hope at the end you will be able to make a decision whether this one is the right one for you or not. So let's get started. So the first major advantage of the Blaupunkt Key Largo 970 is this beautiful 9-inch display. This is a Full HD IPS display with Gorilla Glass on top of it. The display is pretty bright, crisp and clear. Whatever you are playing on this, let it be navigation, let it be multimedia, let it be some direct movie playback from your pen drive, the picture quality is really nice. The colors pop out really nice. Even the back seaters can easily view the screen and enjoy the experience. Let me just quickly play a video so that you get an understanding of how the video is, and you can also see the viewing angles. The viewing angles are really great. You will not have any issue from any direction. So definitely the display is really good on this and you will enjoy this for sure. The next advantage of the Key Largo 970 is that it is fully Android. So generally you get Android Auto car stereos, but this is a fully Android car stereo which has its own Android operating system which works on Android 9 and Google Play Store, so that you have access to thousands of apps and games on this. You can play games, you can install all your music and OTT apps, whatever you want to, easily on this Key Largo and use it. As you can see, I've installed YouTube, I have YouTube Music, Spotify, Prime Video, Hotstar. Netflix is not supported. Netflix is not available in the Play Store. This is like having a tab on your car, so that you can install whatever games and apps and you can access them. So having an Android car stereo is definitely an advantage, because you can install any app. Even if it is not available on Play Store, you can sideload, download the APK and install, so that whatever necessary applications you want to use, you can always use. And not just that, let's say the interface is not that great, you can change that interface too by using car launcher apps, and you will have immediately a new kind of experience. As you can see, the home screen has changed now. Now the next advantage of the Key Largo is again linked to being a fully Android, that this doesn't anyway support natively Android Auto, but we can install Head Unit Reloaded app and activate Android Auto mode in this car stereo. So this app costs around 430 rupees, and I've also shared a video on how to activate it. Do check that video. So what you can do is you can just use the USB of this car stereo that you get and connect it to the phone, and automatically the Android Auto starts from the phone and will be displayed on your car. So the major advantage of that is because the car has not that kind of a great hardware, because the processor and all are not Snapdragon 800 series or even 600 series and all. So the navigation and all may not be that fast, but if you connect with your phone, it uses your phone's processor, and music also directly plays from it. So you have that kind of an advantage where you can just connect directly and start your navigations quickly. As you can see, after I started using the Head Unit Reloaded app, I am not turning back. This is the best way to use this. Enjoy this kind of large screen display with the Android Auto, because I have the split screen kind of usage over here. I can play music from here, Spotify, YouTube Music, and I can have the navigation over here, and I can receive calls, get the notifications, and even I can click to just the Google to announce what the notification is and take voice replies directly for the notifications. Cannot say this is the advantage of Key Largo directly, but this is the advantage of any fully Android car stereos out there, that you can install this app and easily activate it. The next advantage of the Key Largo is definitely the sound output. I used a Chinese stereo earlier and I used to get distortion from the audio, but whereas once I shifted to Blaupunkt Key Largo, I had no such issues. The audio quality is really good. I wouldn't say this will enhance the audio quality and give you a very good audio quality than the previous one, no, but it gives you the default whatever sound quality that is possible with your speaker. It gives that kind of sound quality output without any distortions or any kind of disturbances. So that is one thing. And also the second thing, this is pretty loud. Let me just play some audio so that you will get an idea. So as you can see, even in volume of 4, you will be easily be able to hear the music. You don't have to go to almost 10 or 15 or something. Even volume 6 or 7 will be more than sufficient for you to easily enjoy the music. But at around 7 to 8 kind of music volume, you can even enjoy the bass. Now along with it, the other advantage of this is you have an equalizer, a 10-band equalizer in this, so that you can change the presetting at different kind of presets, modes, whatever kind of mode you want to, and also you can do manually adjust. If at all you want to manually adjust your equalizer for your output, you can do that. And also you have a loudness kind of an option where it will increase the loudness. This will even boost the audio output from your speakers. Now another good thing about the Key Largo is the mic quality. The mic comes inbuilt in the box, that they will fix it over here for your call receiving and even voice usage, Google Assistant voice usage if at all you want to use. And earlier, as I said, when I used a Chinese stereo, a lot of people used to complain that the audio is not at all clear and they are unable to hear me. With this, I never had such kind of an issue. The audio quality with some kind of noise cancellation, I wouldn't say there's a very good noise cancellation, but there's some nice noise cancellation so that the other side can hear you pretty clearly. So definitely, if at all you're going with any random stereo, you need to make sure that the mic is really good, or else you need to buy a mic and replace it, because half the time it is possible that you need to take calls while you're driving without hands-free, and you don't want to pick up your phone and use while driving. So having a good mic is always an advantage while buying any car stereo. The next advantage of the Key Largo 970 is the steering wheel controls. So this can easily mapped for control via the steering wheel buttons. Let it be mute, let it be mode. You can easily switch between different modes, as you can see, maps, radio, music, video, Bluetooth music, and AV in, and it automatically opens it. So, and you can change the volume, your FM channel or next song, or even these buttons which you can use for Bluetooth call receiving and all. So these are easily mapped on this car stereo without any issue. And not just that, you can easily remap all these keys as per your usage to different applications. It is really handy to have this kind of application to control and map your keys for whatever applications you want, and this steering wheel control works pretty well. I think till now I had only issue with Amazon Prime Music occasionally, but other than that I never had any kind of an issue using the steering wheel controls for controlling music or any kind of application. Now the next advantage of the Key Largo 970 is the reverse camera. Let me just quickly to activate it. As you can see, it quickly activated over here without any issue, and the quality is also good. The quality is really good. You can see clearly what exactly is behind you, and also this gives a guide to help you in reverse parking. So as this also has night vision with the IR mode, so even in the night you will be able to see what exactly is there behind you without any issue. So definitely this as the reverse camera comes included inside the box for free, this is an advantage because the quality of the reverse camera is also really good. You don't have to buy it again, and this comes pretty handy for this usage. Now another good thing about the Key Largo 970 is that it doesn't get heated up. I have seen in my previous car stereo that it used to get heated up over here whenever I'm using navigation or the display for more than 20 to 30 minutes. This used to get heated up a lot, and I used to worry if at all it will spoil my display or it will basically damage my display soon. But in the Key Largo I have not faced that issue. I have used this for long journeys, even around 12 to 13 hours continuously without turning this screen off, and I've never faced heating issues with it on the screen. It was always maximum warm and never hot. That kind of situation has arisen. So definitely this keeps its temperatures under control, and you need not worry about it overheating up or having issues in future. Now the last good thing about this car stereo is the warranty and the support. This basically comes with 2 years warranty. Generally any car stereo comes with only 1 year warranty, whereas the Blaupunkt Key Largo comes with 2 years warranty. And I wouldn't say that the support is there everywhere. I think it is only there in some of the major cities, so you just need to check which cities it is available. But the Blaupunkt support you can contact through mail and ask them even firmware updates. I had an issue with my display once, so they gave me the firmware to upgrade, and they generally reply back within 40 to 72 hours without any issue. You kind of have a support where you can contact and get solutions. Obviously if at all you're going for a tier 2 brand, any random brand like let's say Hypersonic or anything, you're not sure whether you'll get a reply or not, whether you get a replacement or not. With this you're sure that it's a known brand, so you'll definitely get a replacement or any other service if you want to. Even if you are ready to pay, you will be able to approach some support and get it repaired. Now coming to the disadvantages of the Key Largo, the first and the major disadvantage is the long boot up time. So I'm starting the car now. I've started the car already. Let's see how much time it takes for the screen to first lit up. So it took almost 8 seconds already for the screen to lit. Now the Blaupunkt logo comes up, and then you will also get Android boot logo. So all this have to be crossed, and then the screen comes up. Now everything is loaded up. As you can see, it takes easily 35 to 40 seconds on an average for the screen to lit up, and it happens every time. That's one major annoyance, because if you're in a hurry you want to start navigation or something, you have to wait for the screen to lit up and all these things to load, and then you need to go and open the maps. So it's a pretty long process if you're in a hurry especially. let me turn off, and this stays only for 5 seconds as we see, so somewhere around 6 seconds. So once this 6 seconds has passed, now if I turn on, so it will start from scratch again. It will load Blaupunkt Key logo and it will load the Android logo, and then you have to use it. So if at all you are stopping by just for 2 minutes to buy something from the market or anything, you come back and you have to wait again for everything to load. You cannot start where it was left. I'm starting and directly taking into, so almost 3 seconds to 4 seconds it takes for the reverse camera to boot in. At least I'm happy that the reverse camera starts before everything of this loads up. If at all we had to wait for everything this to load, for even the reverse camera to start, then it would have been a major annoyance again. Now the second disadvantage of the Key Largo is the performance. Now the non-Android performance is really good. Take it the Bluetooth music or Bluetooth calling, let's say FM, or your local media playback or whatever of these are really snappy. You will not have any issues while using any of those things, but the issue arises when you go to the Android side of this car stereo. Whenever you want to load anything, it will take a lot of time for the apps to load because the hardware is not that great. Obviously in these car stereos, any car stereo generally, you get very basic kind of a processor. You don't get Snapdragon processor or a very good chipset in this stereo, so you have to pair this kind of hardware, and the OS is also not super optimized for this. So because of that, the loading time, app loading time is pretty huge for any of these apps, and multitasking is definitely a very big issue on this. It is not so easy to do multitasking on this because it will take a lot of time for any app to load, and if at all you're trying to run 3 to 4 apps at a time, it will crash, it can hang. Again, because of the hardware, as I said, you cannot expect a lot from this. You need to have time and patience. That is the key for having this if at all you want to use the Android side of the Key Largo. Now another disadvantage of this car stereo is the navigation and the GPS, the GPS device, tracking device that this car stereo comes with. This comes with a GPS detecting device that is generally placed in your car, so that it helps in identifying the location and help you with the navigation. So this doesn't come with inbuilt any navigation app, so you need to install Google Maps from this and you can use it. And it has a GPS, as I said. It has trouble sometimes to lock your perfect location, so generally it has this kind of a delay whenever it's navigating through the Google Maps. So as you can see, it took some time to even load. So first thing is, it takes time for it to load. Then if at all we want to navigate somewhere, it will take another some time for starting. It takes its own sweet time. Starting navigation easily takes 1.5 minutes. So that's something you need to be aware of. I cannot proceed further because it's loading. So the navigation is not that great. It will take a lot of time to start the navigation, but once it starts, it's good. But sometimes, as I said, the GPS doesn't lock properly, so it thinks that we are on the different lane.
On Prime Mall Lane toward HDF.
So it thinks that we are on a different lane and reroutes it to a different route. So these kind of issues happen occasionally. So definitely the navigation is not so reliable on this. That is the reason I use the Head Unit Reloaded app for activating Android Auto, and I use this for navigation. This is definitely not a reliable way to use. Another disadvantage of the Key Largo is that it doesn't support CarPlay. So if at all you have an iPhone and you want to use it with an iPhone, this Key Largo is definitely not for you. Stay away from this. Go for a car stereo that supports Android Auto and CarPlay. That will be the best one for you. This works with Android Auto with this app, as I said, but Apple CarPlay, you have no other solution than buying a Apple CarPlay dongle or something, which again costs a lot of money. So definitely this is not for iPhone users for sure. There is a phone link app where you can connect your iPhone to the USB and you can screen mirror. Basically the iPhone screen will be mirrored on this display and you can use it for navigation and all, but it is not good, obviously, because there'll be small lags also, and your phone screen need to be always on for it to be displayed on this, which is not convenient at all. If you're going for hypersonic Nippon, I think you can even install Z-Link app which will activate the CarPlay, but this even doesn't allow Z-Link app APK to be installed. It directly denies it, it rejects the APK. So there is no third-party solution also to activate CarPlay on this, so stay away from this if you have an iPhone and you want to use this with iPhone. The next major disadvantage I have experienced on this is the speed, the internet speed. I have connected this with my phone hotspot. Let's check what is the speed that we are getting on my phone and on this. As you can see, you're getting somewhere around 3 Mbps or 2.5 Mbps average max, and over here 21 Mbps. So 24 Mbps, whereas here you're getting 2.2 Mbps. So the speed, I don't know for what reason you can't get over 2.5 to 3 maximum Mbps even if you have very good speeds. So this becomes a major issue because this runs on Android and you need to update your apps, you need to download apps. It will take a lot of time for it to download. Let's say you are in an individual house where you can connect your Wi-Fi at home and you can just keep all those things and download, keep the display on and go to home, have your coffee, then it's fine. But if you're in an apartment where your Wi-Fi will not reach, you are on the highest floor and you have to come down, sit in the car and do all these things every time. So it is an extra effort that you need to put on this. So now the last issue or the disadvantage of the Key Largo is the touch. Even though the touch is decently responsive, I would not say it's bad, but it's not that great. For me over here, as you can see, sometimes this part doesn't react, it doesn't take any commands. So these kind of touch issues over here, you can see this, the back is not working. I have to press hard. There are touch issues here and there. I wouldn't say this will the touch issue is everywhere and you will not be able to use at all. You need to use like a resistive touchscreen or something. No, this is decent, but definitely it could have been definitely better. There are some kind of dead spots here and there and slow response in a couple of occasions. So this could have been better, definitely, the touchscreen. So that was my in-depth review of the Blaupunkt Key Largo 970. I have shared all the pros and cons that I have experienced in these 2 years, and I hope that will be useful for you to take the decision whether this is suitable for you or not. If you are looking for a very good display, a large screen display, so that you can use navigation from your phone using Android Auto, and you want something for your FM music, call receiving, having a large display with very good brightness and colors, then definitely this one is for you. But if you're looking for an Android, fully Android one where you want to explore all the Android features of it, let's say the YouTube, you want to play continuously YouTube videos and you want to watch videos on it and use different apps and use maps only from the car stereo, then definitely you will be disappointed, because as I said, the performance is underwhelming. But again, if you want a known brand, let's say Sony, Pioneer, in this price range, this comes for around 23 to 24,000 with installation. In this price range, Sony and Pioneer only provides Android Auto kind of stereos, but if you want large screen displays in them, their cost will be very higher. So all the basic things are properly covered. Only the navigation, as I said, you need to use the Android Auto mode and not the inbuilt maps. Definitely inbuilt maps is not usable on this. So if you are okay with that, then go for it. Definitely the 9-inch screen is pretty awesome, and you will definitely have a very good assistant with you for the navigation, which is good. But if at all you want to have an Android tablet which can do anything, then this is not for you. So I hope this video was useful, and you will be able to make a decision based on this. If you have any doubts regarding this unit, you can definitely drop a comment. I will help you out. And like, share and subscribe for more such videos. See you guys in the next one.